If you've ever finished your daily walk and still felt heaviness in your legs, as though your body was working harder than it should just to stay upright, there's something you need to know. For years, we've been told that walking is the ultimate exercise for healthy aging, but there's a crucial piece missing from this advice. Deep in your lower leg lies a muscle that scientists now refer to as your body's second heart. After age 60, this muscle often becomes inactive, making walking, standing, and balancing more difficult than necessary. Your energy drains, swelling builds, and stability fades. But this powerful internal engine isn't gone. It's simply waiting to be reactivated. I'm going to show you 3 simple movements you can do at home with no equipment required. Each builds on the previous one, and by the end, you'll feel stronger from the ground up. The first movement, seated heel raise. If your legs swell by afternoon or you wobble when rising from a chair, this movement could be transformative. Inside your lower legs is a muscle called the soleus. While it may not look impressive, its function is remarkable. Every time it contracts, it pumps blood from your legs back to your heart, fighting gravity and reducing swelling. Cardiologists call it your second heart for good reason. After 60, when circulation slows and muscles weaken naturally, this pump often sits idle. Walking gives it only minimal activation. We're going to give it a proper wake-up call from your chair. Here's how. Sit tall in a sturdy chair with your feet flat and knees at 90 degrees. Place your palms gently on your knees. Keep the balls of your feet pressed down, then slowly lift both heels as high as comfortable. Feel the squeeze in your lower legs. Pause for 2 seconds at the top, then lower your heels slowly with control. Don't just drop them. Repeat 10 to 15 times, once or twice daily. This controlled movement activates the soleus and trains it to pump blood, support balance, and energize your lower body. Each lift sends a signal to your brain that this muscle matters. As circulation improves, you may notice reduced leg heaviness, less ankle swelling, better daily energy, and stronger connection to the ground when walking. If you have a recent blood clot, severe varicose veins with pain, or a sudden calf pain, consult your doctor before starting. Otherwise, in just 2 minutes, you've awakened your internal foundation. Now we can build upward. The second movement, standing calf raise. There's a telling moment in everyday life when you stand up and feel slightly unsure on your feet. Perhaps there's a subtle sway or hesitation before taking your first step. You might instinctively reach for support. You tell yourself it's aging, but it doesn't have to be this way. Your lower legs contain a force designed to push back against gravity itself. When activated, it can restore the quiet confidence you once had every time you stood tall. We woke up your second heart in the first movement. Now we'll teach it to work in the real world while weight-bearing. Stand facing a sturdy surface like a kitchen counter. Place both hands lightly there for support, not to lean. Keep your feet hip-width apart, toes forward. Shift your weight slightly toward the balls of your feet. Slowly lift both heels as high as comfortable. Pause at the top and feel your calf muscles supporting your full body weight. Lower your heels slowly and controlled, like placing something fragile on a shelf. Repeat 10 to 15 times. You can do this twice daily, morning to wake your legs, and evening to drain swelling and reset balance. This movement activates both the soleus and gastrocnemius muscles, but something even more powerful happens neurologically. Each rise and descent trains the nerves around your ankles, knees, and hips to sense your body's position in space, called proprioception. The better your body senses itself, the more automatic your balance becomes. Unlike walking, which uses these muscles partially, this movement works them through their full range. It builds resilient strength, pumps stagnant fluid from your feet, sends energy back to your heart, and trains your ankles to control your weight with precision. If you recently had foot or ankle surgery, experience dizziness when standing, or have severe balance issues, continue with the seated version and consult a physical therapist before progressing. With each deliberate lift, you're telling your body that you're reclaiming strength. You're building micro-control that creates macro-confidence and a foundation, supporting not just your weight, but your life. The third movement, single leg bent knee calf raise. There's a moment most people never notice, when your body decides whether it will stay standing or start falling. It doesn't happen during big steps. It happens in tiny micro movements like shifting weight, standing on one foot to put on a sock, or stepping onto a curb. If your internal stability system isn't working at full capacity, that's when slips occur. You have a secret muscle deep in your lower leg that determines whether you stay upright. It's not the big calf muscle you see in the mirror, which is built for jumping and sprinting. The true powerhouse of balance is the deeper, more tireless soleus muscle. This final movement teaches it to fire up as designed and carry you through life with quiet strength. It's a reprogramming of your stability system. This is the difference between walking with hesitation and moving with confidence. Stand behind a sturdy chair, holding it lightly for balance. Shift your weight onto your right leg and lift your left foot an inch off the floor behind you. Here's the key. Slightly bend your right knee, not a squat, just a soft bend. From this position, slowly lift your right heel as high as comfortable. Pause at the top and feel the activation deep in your lower leg, closer to the ankle. Slowly lower your heel with full control. Repeat 8 to 12 times on the right leg, then switch sides. Keep the knee slightly bent the entire time. This bent knee position is crucial. When your knee is straight, your body uses the gastrocnemius, the outer calf muscle. Bending the knee takes that muscle out of the equation, forcing your soleus to activate. The soleus is built for support, not speed. It's packed with slow twitch muscle fibers designed for long-duration stability, resistant to fatigue, and critical for balance control. Most people over 60 have a dormant soleus. It's not weak, just forgotten. This movement reminds your nervous system it's still there, still powerful, and still capable of holding you steady when it matters most. You don't need more strength. You need smarter strength. Avoid this movement if you have severe balance impairment, can't stand on one foot with support, recently had ankle or Achilles surgery, or experience intense pain when bending the knee. If unsure, try it with both feet down and minimal lift, or consult your doctor. You've just activated a hidden balance system that's been silently supporting your posture since childhood, and may be the missing link to graceful, independent movement in your later years. Moving forward, what you did today goes beyond 3 exercises. You reawakened a part of your body most people don't know exists, a powerful inner muscle that pumps blood, supports posture, and quietly protects your balance every day. That's not just fitness, that's freedom. At this stage of life, it's easy to believe decline is inevitable, that wobbly legs and heavy steps are just part of aging. But you've proven that small, intentional action can change the trajectory. You didn't need a gym or fancy equipment. All you needed was focus and willingness to move. These 3 movements create a foundation, a personal ritual, a way of saying you still have control and strength. That's something no medication or device can give you, only you can. Your journey to strength didn't end at 60. In many ways, it's just beginning. Stay steady, stay strong, and remember, you're not losing power. You're learning how to use it differently.